in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. So we're all set for football now from snowy Pittsburgh, and we are underway from Heinz Field. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. McDonald. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd and goal. Mayfield flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. They also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They run the counter. It's Harris shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Here's McDonald to throw. Complete to Washington. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. It's McDonald. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is. take him. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
They go play action. Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing is McDonald.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
McDonald sets to throw.
He gets it complete to Harris. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest. And they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go play action with McDonald.
Got an open man. It's Washington. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say...
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Mayfield on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
Washington's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. McDonald. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, Mayfield again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going out wide, finds Chubb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down. Mayfield to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A final shot before break. McDonald. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these 2 coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. On the return, here's Hall. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. McDonald. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Here's McDonald to throw.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Going up top.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off inside the 10. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. On the give, this is Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So his 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets him the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
On the return, here's Hall. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play fake. Mayfield.
Got a man. It's short. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Steelers 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing is McDonald.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Play action. It's McDonald. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
McDonald sets to throw.
Rolling to his right.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Into the secondary past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Myles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Into the hands of Beckham. Mayfield to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They go play action with McDonald. Sliding out of the pocket.
Completion here to Claypool.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.